Bruno Fernandes, Cunha, Mbumo. You could easily name several standout performers for Manchester United this season, but if we're talking about a player who has truly changed the game, it's hard to look past Sen Lammens. Had he not stepped in for Andre Onana between the posts last summer, United's form might still be patchy, their defense fragile, and the club closer to a relegation battle than challenging for the top four. Not long ago, though, the 23-year-old's prospects weren't looking so bright. Questions about his lack of experience, combined with United's failure to sign a seasoned goalkeeper over the summer, led many to fear a repeat of past goalkeeping chaos and another poor season. United's struggles with goalkeepers have been mounting for years, particularly after David De Gea left in 2023. Once celebrated as one of the world's best shot-stoppers and a cult figure during United's toughest post-Ferguson era, De Gea's later seasons were marred by mistakes. His difficulties playing out from the back also held the team back from adopting the modern, possession-based style their rivals were mastering. To tackle this, then manager Erik ten Hag brought in Andre Onana, a keeper renowned for his ball-playing ability and fresh from a Champions League final with Inter Milan. Yet Onana's time at United proved inconsistent, and his errors contributed heavily to 8th and 15th place finishes in consecutive Premier League seasons. Let's just say, he couldn't even save a PDF, metaphorically speaking. After two underwhelming seasons, it was clear United needed a fresh solution. Originally, the plan was to bring in a new keeper only after selling Onana or Altay Bayındır. But following Onana's high-profile mistakes in the Carabao Cup against Grimsby Town and Bayındır's inability to impress, plans changed. United turned to Sen Lammens, signing the young Belgian from Royal Antwerp on deadline day for around £18 million. Meanwhile, Onana dropped down the pecking order and eventually went on loan to Trabzonspor. It was a bold gamble, pairing a backup who'd barely played with a 23-year-old with only one full top-flight season. In hindsight, it was a masterstroke, combining reliability and future potential in a way Emi Martinez could not. Being United's goalkeeper carries enormous pressure, but also huge rewards. Amorim handled Lammens carefully, allowing him to settle without rushing him into the starting spot. From his debut against Sunderland in early October, where he kept a clean sheet, Lammens has been calm, confident, and steady, helping the team lose only 3 of the 19 matches he started. Of course, he's not perfect. His tendency to close down shooters late has occasionally left him slightly off balance, making some saves harder than necessary. But compared to the glaring mistakes of his predecessors, these are minor and fixable through coaching. Statistically, it's interesting. In 19 appearances, United conceded 27 goals and kept 3 clean sheets, with a 62% save rate, below the 77% he had at Antwerp. But exclude penalties and own goals, and he's allowed just 23 goals against an expected 24.9, effectively saving 2 extra goals. These numbers highlight United's defensive inconsistencies rather than Lammens' ability, which has shown in key moments, often keeping the team in matches or securing crucial points. One standout moment? His double save against Wolves in December, showcasing not just reflexes but sharp decision-making mid-air. Lammens excels in one-on-one situations, positioning himself slightly closer to the line to gain precious milliseconds, then quickly closing the angle, a stark contrast to Onana, who often left too much space. His footwork and balance are reminiscent of De Gea at his peak, making him a reliable shot stopper. He also dominates in the air, challenging crosses and claiming set pieces, a skill past United keepers often lacked. His confidence has had a ripple effect. Defenders like De Ligt, Luke Shaw, and Aiden Heaven have elevated their performances, while midfielders like Casemiro have been better protected against counterattacks. When it comes to distribution, Lammens plays a pragmatic role. He's been directed to favor long passes, protecting a sometimes shaky backline. Compare that to last season, Onana's goal kicks went long just 65% of the time, versus 87% for Lammens. Even when he makes passing errors, like in the FA Cup loss to Brighton, he quickly recovers, showing composure and versatility. With his talent, confidence, and influence on United's playing style, it seems the club has finally stabilized a position that caused them headaches for years. Lamons isn't just filling a role, he's shaping the team's identity, providing the foundation for a top 4 challenge this season and possibly beyond.